What's a happening, nerds? This is John, nerding out with cards. And from that intro clip, you can see that we finally made it back to Seattle. Finally. So we'll be here for a little under 2 months before we get underway for ODF and, my last underway trip before I retire. So, anyway, with that, wanted to show a nautical themed card that I got in. And then after this, I'll have some more clips of videos that I took underway. Just kind of show you all kind of some of the stuff I get to see. Anyway, so if you remember from when I did that video, kind of reviewing the book Re-Leaf by Brian Capel, yeah, it focuses on that 1949 Leaf set. However, he does talk a little bit about the history of the company. And so one of the things he talks about is, before Leaf, made that baseball card set, they did make some non-sport cards before that. And so prior to reading the book, I didn't know that. And so I kind of looked into it. They had made some pirate cards. And no, this isn't anything like the pirate card set that Greg over at Midlife Cards had collected, because he completed that set. And so I noticed some of the cards in the Leaf set. It's like, those are really kind of neat, but there was one that I thought was super cool. I'm just going to go ahead and show it now. And that's this Walking the Plank card. Let's see if I get this focus. There we go. And I thought that was just really cool. A lot of the other cards in the set are of pirates and some other themed ones, but this one I thought was just too damn cool, so of course I had to buy it. And I'll show the back. The focusing just ain't wanting to work. But anyway, really, really clean back. Oh, here we go. It talks about walking the plank, what it was for back in the pirate days. But anyway, so why did I want this card? And if you notice behind me, so I'm doing this video in the Chief's Mess on board the cutter, but there's certificates and whatnot, line crossing certificates that are on the bulkhead here. And so it's one of the things when you cross the equator, international date line, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle, and there's some other ones too, which I've done the equator, which was a big deal for me. We did it at the X, where the international date line and the equator meets, and I talked about that in my Bob Feller video. But so you go through this whole line crossing ceremony, and on here it lasts for a few days. And so when I finally got to do it, you do all these different things, all these different stations and whatnot, which I'm not going to get into too much detail on those. But if anybody watching on here is a shellback or done similar line crossings, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, Walking the Plank is one of the stations, right? Because you're entering Davy Jones' locker, and there's all this nautical tradition and things that go along with it. But like I said, Walking the Plank is one of them. And so I thought this is a really cool card to pick up. For me, it's it's nautical theme, Coast Guard theme. My dad's a shellback, I'm a shellback, and I thought this was just a really cool card. I'll show the back again. So anyway, got that card in. I got some other cards in, and I'll kind of break those up just to kind of give myself some content opportunities to make. I hope you like this. I thought it was a really neat card, but you all nerd your own way, and I hope you enjoy the video clips that I add on after this. But y'all have a good one.